Welcome. In this short video, I'm going to show you the introduction section of a sample paper. So under chapter 2, there's an example of an APA paper. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to scroll through a little bit and get to the introduction part, which is here. So in this video, I will show you how to work on the intro of your paper. As I said, here's an example. I like this example because it gives you instructions on the side, like gives you more detailed information about what is put where and different reasons. Also, it gives you some different resources, like Purdue OWL is here, which I think is a great resource. So your intro is a background, but it's really generating the purpose of your study. Why are you doing the study? In this example, you'd be conveying the different facets of internet relationships, and some of the things you'd focus on would be intimacy, closeness, different communication modalities, frequency of use, things like that. So you would need to talk about why you were studying this and what is the next step. It's important to remember that research is incremental, so you're going to be looking at research that's already been done on internet relationships if you were going to be using this topic. And your research is going to further that previous research. So it builds upon research that's happened before you. The purpose of the introduction section is to give a background, and it also leads to the hypothesis. The research study that you will be conducting for this class will examine the correlation between social media use and self-esteem. I am providing the data for you, and I use 2 surveys. One is the SMUS, which is the social media use scale, and the other is the Rosenberg self-esteem scale. You'll have a page on each survey, so you're going to be writing a page on each survey. One page about the overlap within a college setting as well, and then another page on social media and self-esteem and why it's important to study those together. You'll find that you're very general in the beginning, and then you will go to a very specific way of explaining. You're leading up to the hypothesis. Your hypothesis is based on the literature you have found and read. So I think it would be a great idea to start looking at papers, reading them, and start writing some sections now. As I stated before, you're being provided the surveys and the data by me so that you can focus on putting a paper together and writing an APA papers, because it's important, especially if you're going on in psychology, to know how to write a proper APA paper. Start focusing on developing the introduction section, which will be about 3 pages and will include your hypothesis. The method section will be next, and then the results section, and then the discussion section. But we'll talk about those later. Your next step here is to start finding and reading papers. What is it that social media and self-esteem papers are telling you? Do you think we'll find a correlation? A positive correlation, negative correlation, or no correlation at all? What is it that we'll find within our study based off of the literature that you're reading? So go ahead, start researching peer-reviewed papers, start reading them, and then start constructing a story. You will be doing your own papers. You may have some of the same references as some of your peers, other students in the class, but each of you will be doing a paper individually. That's all for now. See you next time.